y'all guys, it's Nerdy Doll Girl again here. So I have a very exciting video. This is actually kind of a new take on a tag video that was a Reborn tag video, but Sea Hedgehog, hi sweetie, she actually came up with her own questions that relate to BJD. So I thought I would do it. It's always exciting when there's a new tag to do. So before I start, as you see, I have Ziggy in the background. I just thought it would be nice to have a doll in the video. And finally Ziggy is back from my mother-in-law's, so he's looking so cute. He tried on the sweater that I got at Anime North. I don't think it suits him, so I probably won't keep it just because it's just not his style, but I thought I would try it, and it was part of a trade, so it worked out. But yeah, it's nice to have Ziggy home. So let's start with the questions. So the first question is, do you prefer box openings or completion customization reveals and doll versus owner videos? So I've never even heard of doll versus owner. I'm gonna have to look that up because that sounds pretty funny and pretty cool. So I have no idea what it is, so I will definitely look that up. But I really enjoy box openings. That's probably why it's some of my funnest, like to me, the funnest for me would be doing box openings. But I also really appreciate watching other people's box openings. I also really appreciate the posability videos. Those are the ones that it's just very nice to be able to see a doll that you want, or you're just interested to see what they're like, and there's a video out there. And I am super obsessed with posing, so when I want a doll, I'll look for a video that has posing in it, so I'll be able to know, like, does this doll have good posing, or, you know, is this doll better than this doll? Like, I like comparison videos too. Customization reveals and completion videos, I don't really watch a ton of those, unfortunately, because I just don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube, which is really sad to say that. But I don't have a lot of time, so I don't get to see as many videos as I would like. So I would have to say that I would do the box openings just because, you know, it's quick, it's easy, I can see what I need, blah, blah, blah. Okay, number 2. During a box opening, would you prefer to see the doll first or the goodies first, and why? Well, I'm personally someone who, if you guys haven't been here for a while, if I have goodies, I open them first. And I know I've had some complaints that they want to see the box, they want to see the doll more than they want to see the items. The problem is that for me, I feel like if I open the doll, that's the big exciting part. But if I kind of like slowly open the doll, so you start off with like some exciting like clothes or shoes or wig, and just kind of seeing the person's style or the doll's style, I just find that really interesting, and I personally like doing it that way. I know that some people don't like that, they want to see the doll right away, but for me, I actually like, you know, the build up, unless the video is like, you know, 15 minutes of them talking and then they do the box opening, then it can sometimes be hard if they don't have other stuff to show you. Like if they're just talking about stuff and not opening, then I'm like, come on. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but let's go. So yeah, it's a hard balance. So number 3, when you're expecting a new doll, do you look up doll videos on YouTube for that particular sculpt? And I guess I answered that in the second question. But yeah, I really like watching videos about what doll I'm ordering or what I'm thinking of ordering. It just makes sense to me. Number 4, do you prefer face-to-face doll meets or socializing with various doll people on social media, and why? I find that both are really good and really exciting on two aspects. I really like meeting people from all over the world. I love that I've met so many beautiful souls that are even just, you know, like randomly on a group chat or what have you. This is where I've made the most doll friends, I would have to say. I used to be in this group that was all fashion dolls, and it was really hard. I made maybe 2 friends, maybe 2 or 3 friends, but it was really, really hard to make friends. And I found that YouTube, I've made so many amazing friends with you guys. So that is, you know, so special to me. I would say that if I could meet you guys in real life, that would be so so exciting but scary at the same time for me, because I have met some of you guys and then I'm just like, I don't know if like my dorky like weird side is gonna come out. I don't know how to like respond to people, so I have a lot of like social anxiety that makes, you know, face-to-face meetings a little bit more challenging. But then I also really enjoy making friends with other people at meets, talking to my friends that I haven't seen for a really long time, like Doll North or just a monthly meetup. But yeah, so it's a combination, I would have to say. There's kind of hard parts for both, because social media, like I said, I'm not on a lot, and when I'm on, I try and use it as a way to like de-stress and stuff. So I don't have as much time to socialize as I would necessarily want to, because there's so many other things that I want to do or whatnot. Okay, number 5. Do you prefer awake or asleep dolls, and why? I like open-eyed. Sleeping ones are really beautiful, but I don't really have much use for them outside of maybe 1 or 2 pictures. Like I've said before, Ziggy has more closed eyes than open eyes, and it's not really my preference. I would probably say that he is one of the only dolls that I've owned that has those like really small eyes, and other than my Hannah, my super doll Hannah, she has like smaller eyes in the sense that you buy eyes that are more like human human eyes but like the smaller iris and everything. Anyways, but her eyes are still open, whereas his are much more closed. So I'd probably say I prefer the open-eyed. Okay, 6. Do you prefer smilers or non-smilers, and why? I would say that I like just a gentle smile, like maybe. I'm not a person or you know, really cheesy. I don't like dolls with teeth, like you guys also know, even though Hannah has teeth. It's a very specific doll that I'm willing to have teeth for. But yeah, I'm not a big smiley fan, just a little smile, but sometimes it's nice to have more of the brooding look, or the Mary. Yeah, it's a fine line between kind of serious and B, you know, the swear word. It's like resting face is hard to, you know, get past. You want a little attitude sometimes, but sometimes it's too much. Number 7, what do you look for in a doll? Do you prefer more realism or more posability? Posability has to be the number 1 for me. I will quite quickly get sick of a doll if they do not have very good posability. It's not like I do a ton of photos nowadays, but when I was doing photos, you know, posability just makes a huge difference. And even now, I want to be able to pose my dolls if possible. The larger dolls, like Wolf, he's a very big body for a doll. For me, it's heavy, it's large, but he still has the posability in his hands. I love the jointed fingers. You know, anything that adds more realism and posability for me is really important. And regards to realism, I like Hannah is more of a realistic face, but she's a very specific doll that I love. And sometimes I really like realistic dolls, but at the top of the list, it has to be posability. And plus, it's fun to have other dolls that don't necessarily look realistic. The last question, number 8. Do you prefer telling everyone about your doll hobby? If you do, why or why not? So, for me, I tell pretty much the people that really know me, I will tell. Do I go out in the street and scream, I'm a doll collector? No. If you do that, that's great. But for me, that's not what I do. But I will not hide from the fact that I will not hide from people the fact that I am a doll collector, that I love dolls. I go to the toy section first whenever I go grocery shopping. I mean, I love toys. I love dolls. You know, I'm always going to want toys and dolls. I now have a huge, in my opinion, a huge collection of Pops. I mean, I love toys. I love dolls. And that's not going to change. That's who I am. And I've gotten to the point in my life with my age and everything where I'm just like, you know what? If you don't like me because I collect dolls, that's really sad. And I really wouldn't want to be friends with someone who thinks that way anyway. So it's kind of a win-win. Because for me, I feel like it weeds out the people you do not want to be friends with. It weeds out the, you know, the people that are discriminating against someone because of what they do. Something that doesn't hurt anybody, that makes somebody be joyful. That really upsets me that someone would be like rude about that. And I've dealt with that in my life. But those are the people that, it's like I weed out those people. Those are not the people that I feel are people I want in my life. Now, granted, when it's your family, sometimes you cannot get away from that. But with regards to your family, if they're your immediate family, like your mom, your dad, whatever, you have to, unfortunately, you kind of have to protect what you care about. You know, if you're able to, just protect your heart. Because this hobby is about joy and happiness. So I definitely share it. I definitely share it with anybody who wants to listen. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tag. I forgot who wrote the Reborn one. I will find it and hopefully be able to link it down below. Thank you so much to Sea Hedgehog. I love you, girl. You are awesome. I love watching your videos. She's so smart, and like, I know she's heard me say this before, but she's a combination of like a left brain and a right brain personality. And I just think it's incredible. She's so talented. This tag is awesome. So thank you guys. Please check out Sea Hedgehog, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.